Pulping off a barraging beatdown.
Is it back to life?
I have
Yeah,
no
the
idea.
life
You
is
tell me.
closed.
How about now?
Well,
Yes, we
I
are
don't
live
know.
now.
All
Yeah.
right. So we're live now. All right. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. We are back. So Jack defending with Blood Rush Bellow tells me this is probably Reckless Swing. Nope, never mind. He just has a hand that just wins the game here. Because normally you want to, discard the cards that aren't 6 power when you go for Reckless Swing, but looks like he didn't.
Uh-oh.
This is not good.
Uh-oh.
That's it. That's really bad. What's going on here?
The opponent played a pulping, which had dominate, so Jack could only block with one card, and I guess he bricked.
Right.
So amazing that the other player is
Still alive right now. Yeah, Desmond is.
well, not only that, but in a winning position as well. I would
Yeah.
believe, because if he can intimidate 2 more, Jack's in a lot of trouble.
Oh no.
That's a good way to do it too.
He only has 1 card left, so this is just gonna be a claw. So this is just gonna be a double block here.
Yep, it'll be a double block here, and oh no, it's a wild rod. Oh, but he has the reckless. Okay,
There we go. Okay, that makes
close
sense.
one. Close one.
All right. So Jack wins this side and is going to represent the Reinhards in the grand finals. On the other side, we have a Dash Mirror, and we'll see who is victorious over there. Well, your horse is still chugging along, Nathan. So I guess I'm going to hop on that bandwagon.
I do think that Dash is a little bit of a rough matchup for Reinhardt, just because I wonder if there's any game on being able to fatigue Dash with all 3 blocks and decent armor.
If there's a possibility, I think Jack's going to do it.
Right.
Because that's a much more controlling way to win. So which is faster, a Reinhardt mirror or a Dash mirror?
I would say Reinhardt, because you actually have fatigue capability of the Dash mirror if somebody doesn't respect. But I don't think that works in Blitz, right? Because you can't run the induction chambers. So
you have 4 cards that don't block, so 3 cards. So that doesn't work.
Pulse Wave Harpoon, what a card.
Yep. We'll see if
Savage Beatdown, what a card. Holy cow.
Yeah, both of those cards are just doing work.
We've seen 2
Kelvin,
Savage.
Yep. Looks like Kelvin lost his Dash mirror.
Okay, so who's the other one?
The final is Dixon.
Yep.
He's beat Kelvin Low in the top 4.
Yep. Okay. Jack versus Dixon. Dash versus Reinhardt is our grand finals, guys. Let's see how this goes. So Jack is higher seed here, so he actually gets choice here. I guess he's going to go first here, which means probably aggro. And I'm guessing he's going to play the same loadout as before. Not even hiding it. He's like, maybe they actually played. So he's like, no surprises here. All right, here we go, guys. Grand finals. Not wasting any time.
I think even if you were fatiguing Dash, you would still want to go first because you keep him off the arsenal, and you get the chance to get some cards on the block.
Did we see if Jack's deck had pulping?
It had
I mean,
Wild
if you,
Ride. That's all I know.
yeah, it has no blocks, right? So I think this just has to be aggro. All right, let's see if Jack can do it one more time. Is he replacing a sleeve? Looks like he is. Um. Anyways, for those of you just joining us, where have you been? You're a little late, but better late than never. Uh, our Reinhardt player Jack Tang has been rocking a more consistent version of Reinhardt, I'd like to say, with the beaten trackers, trying to utilize all the equipment at the same time for a very, very powerful turn. If they can get off a Savage beatdown, that's generally game. So in the past, they used to just have 2 win cons in the pair of Blood Rush Bellows. Now, with Savage beatdown, a little bit more reach now. On the other side, we have Dixon, who is playing Pounder aggro dash. I'm gonna guess that's a Talishar that's on the other side of that Pokemon card sleeve, and we'll see how it goes.
游死咗冇啊！
There's the Talishar.
咩16比1啊？
All right, Jack, you're in another finals. See if you can take this one down.
但係我嘅手機都開緊直播喎，好似冇嘢喎。你咩意思啊？
Do you think there's a is there any important strategical considerations from either side?
哦，唔係啊，可能
Before
要
this
開個
match?
新嘅有個，
No.
頭先斷咗線，因為
Yeah, it feels like it's pretty standard. You look at your hand. Does it play properly? Yes.
Right.
Are you about to die? No. Do you still have your equipment? Yes. Does the equipment plus cards in your hand make a ridiculous turn? Yes.
Yep.
Chip it.
Yeah, I think it comes down to does the damage Reinhardt can get in by going first equal out
Offset
the
pounder.
offset
Yep.
well, not only that, but just the natural inefficiencies of Reinhardt.
Right. Yep.
I think that's all this matchup is, and if the answer is yes, then Reinhardt wins. If not,
We'll find out. Either way, this is going to be quick and dirty.
yep,
Good
Jack
luck.
just
Have
needs to
fun.
get a lot of damage in this turn one, at least 5.
應該 OK。
Yep.
Really, what Jack is looking for. Dash player's already putting cards out.
He's like, something's happening, right?
I see a reincarnate. I don't see anything like that's really sticking out that's gonna make a big turn here.
Yeah, the only way to hopefully push damage is that he drew like double item, which is not too likely. If I recall correctly, if you have like 3 no blocks, it's like 1 in 40 hands are gonna have like 2 no blocks in it. So
Yeah, really not a lot going on here.
Yep.
If he had a Brodging beatdown or anything, that would already be on the combat chain. So
this might just be an arsenal pass here.
I can see a reckless swing. Oh well, there's one. Okay,
Blue barraging.
that's not the worst. Reincarnate for 6.
Could be is that a yellow? So yeah, then it would be for 6.
So
Of note, that will go to the graveyard instead of to the bottom because it did not get discarded. Block for 6, Arsenal pass, no damage on turn 0. Did
not
get to
what Reiner's
Arsenal.
looking for.
Not what Reiner's looking for at all. All right, Dash. Dash got to filter 2 cards. Is this hand playable? I'm guessing if it has the word boost on it, it is fairly playable.
All right, so we do see a 0 for 60. Always a good starter. Yep. Getting rid of a nuke
Overblast.
card. Or
No,
that's not
that's
a nuke card.
Overblast.
Yeah.
That's Overblast. Yeah. It gets plus X, where X is the number of times he boosted, I believe. That is basically the shotgun when or Hanabi blaster I guess the other gun before if you wanted to run out. Okay, so we see the armor block coming from Jack. Crown of Providence giving him a better card here. Another Overblast. There's no brakes on this train. Okay, he didn't block with his boots though, of note. Do you think he was just scared of a combustible courier, or
Honestly, I wonder if Jack is realizing that he missed on turn 1 draw, and so he's defaulting to a fatigue plan.
that definitely could be true, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like, maybe Jack's obviously a good enough player to realize, that currently where things stand, getting no damage in turn 1 is like very bad in this matchup.
Okay, so here's a important tactical strategical point here. So starting pounder, all boost dashes are starting pounder. First spark of genius. I don't think he actually had the pitch to find pounder, but if you did have the pitch to find pounder, would you find pounder or core?
Pounder, 100%.
Just because you have the extra resources, right? Okay.
Yeah, well, so in CC they actually prefer to grab Techo Core. But here you're just the worst thing you can do is get you don't want to you want to have the Techo Pounders at the exact same time. You don't want to play one, have it run out of charges, then play the second one. That's how you get fatigued. So here, typically, if you are concerned of fatigue, you would stack them.
Right.
But the Techo Core does allow for a way easier maximum velocity. But him not having an arsenal kind of, makes that an interesting choice.
All right, if we see Jack blocking here, he's probably going for fatigue. And I think that wasn't his initial plan, but given how bad his turn 0 was, he's going to go for that strategy. Because blocking the bark bone and not with beaten trackers actually kind of does give it away. Is that BIOS update?
That is BIOS update. Yep.
Okay, so
all right.
So if he hits an item here, it goes into the arena.
So key thing to note is what cards the dash player is banishing, and we see a red zipper hit come off the top, which is a really strong power card.
This is super classic.
Okay, so
that
Jack
throttle was for how much?
For 10. So it was an even block.
Okay.
Got the pounder plus the 3 on BIOS update.
Right. Okay. So
he's going to leak 8 here.
Those of you who are really like old school Crucible War players will know that Reinhardt was one of the counters to the queens of Crucible. Reinhardt actually had a good matchup against Dorinthia and a good matchup against Dash, and how they got that advantage was playing pretty defensively. So, I mean, Jack, he plays Oldham. He's more than willing to block out if that's what it takes. And I think that's what he's doing here. He's going for the fatigue plan here. Glad Gauntlet activation from Dixon. This is going to be a key turn.
I do see that he has a Techo Pounder in his hand, and I'm very curious on whether he's going to favor playing it or pitching it. I think that'll be a...
Yeah, I guess if he hits with the heart, he might... I mean, he will hit with the heart if he goes for it, but he could Achilles accelerator it out.
Yeah, popping glove.
I don't like well, I think popping Goliath Gauntlet on this turn is okay because you have a 5-card hand and still have Talishar, but you would kind of want it on a different turn. This Pulse Wave Harpoon, not going to do much. Jackson, like, here's my cards. I was going to block all these anyways.
Yeah, with Jack already at 6,
I'm not sure if you can do this without. Oh, yes, I have Ophidia.
Oh.
And blocking with Blood Rush definitely tells him what he's doing. If Dixon wasn't sure, I think without I mean, you need a little bit more armor to do this. I think this was a mid-game strategy swap from Jack, and we're gonna see this probably not work out here. I have Ophidia's gonna get him killed here.
Yep. I mean, there's just too many no blocks in that deck to. Yep. And like literally just Talishar puts him to 1, but I think he has another T-Bone in Arsenal to get the last card. So I think the game might be over this turn.
This is actually something that this is actually really, really interesting. This is something I'm gonna have to go back and analyze a little bit. T-Bone again. Massacre blocking here.
But then Talishar
wins the game here. GG. Dixon is the 2022 Hong Kong Battle Hardened champion with Boost Dash taking the win there over Jack playing Reinhardt. Well played. Boost Dash. We knew Boost Dash was a good deck. I mean, a couple upgrades here and there with BIOS update, Pulse Wave Harpoon, Scramble Pulse. Just gets the job done.
Yeah, I think with 20 life, it's just way too difficult to have a solid fatigue playing into it with most decks.
Thanks, George and Nathan, very much today. There's a long game today.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, we're gonna. It's if you're still awake in America, you're as crazy as Nathan and I. It's 5:30 in the morning. Well, we've done this before. Anyways, yeah, we definitely will. Are you guys gonna do anything
the prize presentation now? On the live stream.
Cool. Yep. Sure. Okay, I guess that will wrap things up for us. If you're sticking around or just watching the VOD, all good. I think this is a really, really interesting first showing for Blitz, and just a little bit of a taste of what could be coming with Reinhardt and Dash and not Prism, but I think Dash is on the up and up, winning another Battle Hardened. What are your thoughts, Nathan?
Yeah, I think just the pressure that Dash can put on is it actually makes a lot of sense too against Prism. Maybe it's just too much damage before she has the ability to set up, and with all the no blocks, she doesn't have that fatigue strategy in the bank.
Yep. And we saw like Kelvin putting in overloops. Like, I think if you could actually hedge a couple cards to make you more resilient if somebody does try to do that. Anyways, I think this is where we're going to be signing out. This has been Josh Lau and Nathan Crawford signing out. Wherever you are in the world,
very much.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you guys. See you next year.
Next year. That works.
Yeah,
all right.
PT3. We also have stream.
Yep. Yeah, sure. That sounds good.
Then tomorrow have a PTI event in the home
Yep.
run.
So see if you guys can record the
that's where we are
the VODs
recording
for
and
us.
sending to you later.
Sure.
Okay, see
Sure.
you guys.
That sounds good. All right, we'll see you later. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.